I compared real Ultra bands to Amazon knockoffs. I even tried the most expensive watch band on Amazon for the Apple Watch. Here we go again, more watch band shopping. This time I found 5 of the weirdest watch bands on Amazon. You have to see number 5 on this list. You can't miss it. Let's take a look. If you found this video by it being suggested, I do all things related to Apple, the good and the bad. If that sounds like your thing, please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you won't miss my next video when I post it. Thank you. I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment when it comes to watch bands. Honestly, I did get obsessed after that first video. Going down the rabbit hole of the most expensive to these today, I just had to try them. In my first video, you saw the knockoff styles that I found that look exactly like what Apple's offering. In that same video, I showed the Ocean bands that did come in solid colors. So I decided to pick them up and see how they held up to the original ones. This 10-pack not only has the standard colors, they obviously have more, hence 10. These are exactly like the Amazon ones that I tried out. Same thickness, and they fit the exact same way. And there's nothing wrong with that either. I like these just the same. They also have that adjustable tab on here that you can pull apart and move up and down the band depending on how much you need because of the size of your wrist. And you can't go wrong for 34 bucks for 10 of these. Now they also sell the same styles for the small watch body, 38, 40, and 41 millimeters. Now with those, they do have some different colors that I feel might actually go better with the lighter color of the watch style too. And these are a little cheaper at 30 bucks. By the way, don't worry, I will have links for all these bands in the description if you want to pick them up for yourself. Now, some of you might not want to get some of these bands in this video because they are, well, you know. I'm just gonna say they're not my style. Now, the next one looked really cool on the website and I just had to try it out. However, looking cool and being functional are not always the same. It's not the worst band I've ever tried. I'm just not sure it fits the style of this watch. It's not uncomfortable to wear, it just feels a little stiff because of that paracord that they got going on there. And there's a lot of it. And I also feel like that it's just so stiff, it just doesn't fit the wrist well. When I try to pull the band over to secure it, it just looks really squared off at the bottom. My other issue is, and it's probably just me, but I'm constantly playing with the Velcro. Also, taking it off, I actually have to pull the entire band out because I can't slip it over my wrist. And then when you try to put it back on, it's one-handed trying to push through, and because it's so stiff, it's really difficult to handle. They do make these in other colors if you want to go brighter. They also come in different sizes depending on your wrist. The one I bought is large, and I had plenty of room for me. Now, if you have a smaller wrist, having to pull past that Velcro could be annoying because it sticks out, and it might fall off your wrist, which would not be good. These currently retail for 20 bucks. So what do you think? Go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know. Now I thought this next band would be really cool because the watch is big, and so why not a wide band? The first thing I noticed the second I put this on here was the latches on the side. They are really wide and just kind of look awkward. I wish they were more rounded like the other latches. I get what they're trying to do, but I still think they should have tapered these down a little bit more to match up with the actual angle of the watch body. I like the look of the wide strap and the double latches on the back to hold it on. Personally, I like the black leather, and it may not be your favorite, so they do have a couple different options in a lighter leather. One with black adapters and one with silver that look really nice. Also, it smells like some awesome leather. It definitely feels comfortable the little time that I've worn it, and it doesn't add really any more weight to the watch. Now with the strap being so wide, you might end up getting hot if you wear it too long or you go working out in it, so I think this might be more suited for formal situations and not so much running around and building up a sweat. These retail for $38.99, and with the quality of the band, I really think the price warrants that. Next up, I kind of have a 2-for-1 going on here. These are both the same style of bands, And the reason why I got these was because of that insanely overpriced $500 band that I did on a previous video. If you missed that one, you've got to check it out. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description above all the Amazon links for the bands in this video. One thing I mentioned in that video, as well as a metal bands case video, was the fact that the cases for this watch didn't cover the top part and show the titanium. And that just stuck out like a sore thumb to me. This first one did not disappoint in that department. The watch easily slipped in the case, and it covers the top of the face so you don't see the titanium. Yeah! Unfortunately, they decided to wreck it with having words in bright white that read protection and resist.
Oh my God, no!
What's the point of this? You couldn't put G-Shock on there, so this was your answer? This is sad because the band really is rugged looking. I like it. The buttons are covered, but you know what? It doesn't impede the action at all. The crown is recessed in there, but it's not hard to get to when I need it. And in my opinion, it stops the accidental pushes too. The band has a 2-latch system like that last one we were talking about, and I really like it. I definitely think there is enough holes in this that it should fit almost anyone. The buckle is movable, so if you need to loosen it, then you definitely can move it back. And if you got a smaller wrist and need to go tighter, you can move it up so you don't have the part of the band flapping all over the place. This adds a ton of protection and feels pretty good wearing too. It's just a shame that it has all those stupid words on it. Now, if this doesn't bother you, then you'll even be happier to know that it's only $6.99. They have it in green and black. It's such a great way to change the entire look of the watch. Can the second one save the day? I really don't want to be disappointed again. So here it is. The AM band case plus screen protector. Not the best name branding. But hey, at least it doesn't have obnoxious letters in white on the front of the case. They do have some branding on the front, but it's all written in black and it blends in pretty well. I'd rather have no name on it at all, but what are you gonna do? This also has a nice rugged and clean look. It has some nice stainless steel touches on it, with it covering the activity and mode buttons on them, along with the speaker hole, the latch, and the buckle on the back. I'm even okay with that other part that shows the word sport and mode written in black. It still blends in pretty well and it doesn't bother me too much. It feels really comfortable, and I again love the fact that it changes the entire look of the watch. And it's actually the one that I'm using right now, and I've used the most. The other really cool thing is they also included 2 super easy to install screen protectors, giving you 360 protection. This is something that I really like, and it also makes the price tag of $27.99 definitely worth it. These also come in black with gold touches and green and the same black stainless steel. Now, you might like the gold, but keep in mind that lettering makes it stick out a lot more, so buyer beware. The next one might be as weird as the last one on the list, but I think it has some features that make it better. At first glance, it may not be appealing at all to some people, but what intrigued me was how it looked on the site. I describe it as rugged but classy. I didn't want to get another black color band, so I opted for this deep brown. Installing it wasn't as awkward as you think it might be. It's flexible enough that you can just do each side and it can bend it around to get the other side in. The other thing you have to be sure of is on the back of this watch that the band is lined up with the hole on the watch so it can touch your skin. Since it's new, it is pretty stiff wrapping around your wrist, and my other concern is that I'm already on the second to last hole for this latch. Maybe if I stretch it out a little bit, I can move up to the third hole, but if you have larger wrists, this will not fit. I do like the way it looks with almost the double band feeling. It's way different than any traditional band that's out there. I like the wide look at the top, and then it tapers down just a little bit for the rest of the band. Now, I know this just isn't marketed for the Ultra, but the shiny chrome latches looks a little bit off. I kind of wish they had a brushed stainless steel version that actually might match the titanium a little bit better. Besides that, I kind of like the way it looks. It almost gives you that old school explorer or pilot look. It retails for $29.99, but is currently on sale for $22.99. So what do you think so far? Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Now for perhaps the weirdest looking band that I have found to date. Thank all that is good in the world that this was not an expensive watch band. Coming in at $18.99 is this thing. I thought this was gonna kind of look a lot like the last one we talked about, but I couldn't have been more wrong. Right off the bat, that insane taper of this band is really bad. And the back is so skinny. This is 100% not made for a bigger wrist. In fact, I didn't realize till now writing this script that the title for this reads for men and women. And the band doesn't look that skinny in the picture. Oh, and the holes on this band aren't punched wide open enough, so when you're trying to put it on, you can't put the buckle pin through, and it's just a bad experience. Maybe it would look better if the band was thicker in the back, like the picture. Like, much wider. It's like super wide and bulky on the front, and then super tiny on the back. This is definitely not for me. I should have stopped with the last band, right? Now, you may not like any of these bands because they're not your style. You can go ahead and check out my playlist that I have right here on a bunch of other bands I reviewed. If you're enjoying this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you won't miss a new video when I post it. See ya!